As you all know, over the last 2 months the Hammer of Light has been making advances in Antares. Their reckless yet methodical operations have pushed us into a corner. Civilian unrest is in a state of escalation, as disappearances and engagements have increased over several weeks. Since Ozymandias escaped the battle at Antares 8, we have been unsuccessful in tracking the HLD Cardinal's location, and several of our scouting wings have gone missing while attempting to locate it. In accordance with the Admiral's orders, all scout patrols are to be recalled until further notice. Admiral Poe has informed me that we will soon begin an operation to track down several important figures of local crime organizations. We believe that these organizations have struck a deal with the HOL, offering remote rallying points and intel in exchange for free passage throughout Antares as they move contraband to their drop points. Senator Hoshi has provided us with the location for several of these drop points. Our objectives are to ascertain the whereabouts of Eris Gavel or any of his known associates. According to Senator Hoshi, Eris Gavel was part of a group that dealt with the HOL and may have had contact with Ozymandias recently in Antares. Because of our cooperation in Alpha Centauri, the PVN has agreed to work with us on this one. The PVD Frontier will be joining the GTD Intrepid on the final phase of this operation, where we intend to draw Ozymandias out into the open and take him down. Report to your briefings in 4 hours.
Listen up, pilot. We're sending you on a solo reconnaissance mission around the Hastings Depot. The depot is a moderately busy civilian hub in the Outer Territories. Because of its location, traffic is expected to be light. Intel suggests that this station is often used to discreetly filter contraband into Antares. However, given that our intelligence was obtained from an illegally held senator, the GTA has not actually sanctioned this mission. Needless to say, you mustn't be caught. This is our best lead, and the Admiral expects it will pan out. He's no longer showing any quarter to the HOL or their criminal partners, so you're going in undercover. You'll be flying the Loki-class fighter developed during the GTI Rebellion. While military outfits have already cracked the Loki's stealth capabilities, we are betting that the low-level security at the depot will still be behind. However, the low-key will only prevent regular sensor lock. They may be low-level security, but they aren't incompetent and can still make contact visually. If they get suspicious, they may try to gain sensor lock with manual in-flight adjustments. You need to avoid their visual range, especially while scanning craft in the area. Use the station to your advantage and try to stay on the opposite side from any security craft. Your objective is to scan any cargo and craft in the area. We first need to ensure that this depot is currently being used to smuggle materials into Antares. If it is, we can expect that Eris Gavel or one of his associates may be on board the station, and we want to track them to their main rallying point. Gavel is good, but we want to get whoever's calling the shots. These guys are very efficient at shaking our trackers, so don't raise suspicion, or else we can expect Gavel to run the circuit. Since this is a pure recon mission, your craft will not be carrying any weapons. Instead, your ship will be loaded with a variety of E-war gear. Your ship has been equipped with an advanced one-way ECM sensor jammer in your secondary weapons bay. The device will absolutely prevent any sort of possible sensor lock on your ship for a full 20 seconds, while your own sensors will remain unaffected. The blanking out of their sensors should distract the other pilots from visual observation, and hopefully, if they do catch a glance, they will be too busy to consider you any more than another bit of station traffic. However, they will probably become more immediately suspicious with each successive use. Try to use it sparingly. Instead of primary cannons, your ship carries a small number of Force CXI target acquisition devices. Though the Force bugs are small and inconspicuous, the action of firing the bugs cannot be masked. You are only to deploy Force CXI devices under direct orders. Be advised that excessive use of afterburners could make your ship easier to detect, so you may want to stick with unassisted ion drives. Further orders will be given on site. Good luck, pilot.
Keep your distance and remain under cover. Just to be sure. 2 Cetus-class freighters have powered up and are preparing to depart. Scan them to determine their destinations. Arriving with fighter escort. Evade the fighters and scan the freighter. We'll be setting up a comms tab. Excellent. All the cargo around the depot has been identified. Keep your eyes open for anything else to recon. Tier Wing is resolving a sensor lock on your ship. Get away from their facing or open the distance some more. Established on the freighter. Patching you in.
It's ridiculous, I tell you. Dynamic metaver's down another 6 points today.
I know. They just haven't been doing well since the war ended. Guess they didn't diversify enough.
Nobody's really been doing well since then. Hey, the route to Capella is still quiet, right?
According to the latest reports, it should still be quiet for now.
Good. I like it quiet. Only I'm not sure how long it'll last. You heard about the Intrepid?
Actually, yeah. Still getting conflicting stories from the news nets. Thing I keep hearing about is a big fight with a hammer destroyer.
Wait. The Hammer's got a destroyer in this system? All the better for me to be moving on.
Think about this for a moment, Yulia. If the GTA and the HOL are busy killing each other, consider the unique opportunities we may have.
You have a point. I'll think about it. Though no amount of payoff is worth getting new.
I understand your reservations. You're free to take whatever contracts you like, of course. I'll just keep you aware of your options. Fly safe.
Good find. Julia here can probably expect some extra random custom scans in the future.
I'm gonna get stuck
class freighters arriving with cargo. No escorts. Scan them and their containers. We'll begin tapping.
Guess I'm just starting to itch for a meal that's not reconstituted for a change.
Well, our next deal is going to be in Basuda, so you might get your wish after all, Dave.
Desert claw beetles roasted on the half shell. Damn it, man. Now you got me hungry.
I'll pass.
We're getting lunch in Basuda. We decided that at the start of this run. I'm sure there's plenty of Terran food there. Or delicious protein pastes if you prefer, Dax.
Let's just finish this drop-off safely, aye?
Aye. Hey, Dax, did you ever hear back from your old pal, the ex-GTA guy?
Who? Roland? Actually, yeah. I got a message from him this morning. He's an Antares, but he's really busy working on a deal or something.
Damn shame. We really could have used another ship in our convoy. Did he say anything about what this deal was?
No, but he mentioned he was talking with some guy named Gavel.
Gavel, huh? Hang on. I need to reboot my comm system. Piece of shit.
Alpha 1, do not re-establish a tab on those freighters. We did manage to get some information from them, and a second tab seriously risks exposure. Class transporter arriving with a pair of Elysiums. Scan them all. We will establish a tab, but this time we won't subject you to it unless you ask. Has just undocked from the Hastings Depot. We definitely need to keep tabs on a ship like that. Get over there ASAP, get a fix on its destination, and establish a tap. A wing of modern fighters has just jumped in. They're moving to cover the Vizier. Consider engaging your ECM system if you can't slip around Scotty. established on the Vizier. Listening in as we speak. Voice recognition has determined that a source on the Vizier is presently in contact with Ariscavel. You are to plant one of your Force CXI tracking devices on the Vizier. Be advised, planting the bug will completely break your cover, though the bug itself should be undetectable. Your ECM system may cause enough distraction for you to escape safely. Either way, be prepared to depart once we're sure the bug works. Alpha 1, you need to bug the Vizier soon. The gunship subspace drive is almost charged. We have bug attachment. And signal's good. Alpha 1, get out of there before you're discovered.
Excellent work, pilot. Intelligence is currently tracking the Vizier's movements, and we should have a new course of action in a matter of hours. I want you at the head of that operation, so in the meantime, rest and unwind a bit. While there was no interesting intel to be found in the containers surrounding the Hastings depot, your dedication to completeness is impressive. We will continue to track these containers, just in case they may work their way into the wrong hands. Intelligence does not expect to garner any world-shattering revelations from our communication taps, but the fact that you were so diligent in setting them up is admirable. We'll keep tabs on the ships you scanned, and we'll be able to react quickly if they engage in any suspicious behavior.